Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood ink and fountain pen enthusiast and all the things. Actually, today I'm not sure that I'm going to talk so much about fountain pens and inks. Well, maybe we'll see. But I talked about this last time I filmed a snippets from my desk video. My friend Lorelei sent this to me and I lost it. Not lose in the sense of it disappeared, but more in the sense of I didn't know where I put it, and then I didn't know exactly where to look for it. And I would like to add this charm, which is like, this is getting ridiculous, but I actually like it. I want to add this to this notebook. I'm wondering if I should put it right here so that it comes out like there, or maybe I'll put it right here between the key and the suitcase. Also, did you see the notebook that was announced that is being sold at these events in somewhere in the south of California, and then in San Francisco, and then in Port Townsend? It's a road trip cover, and I said I didn't want to buy more, but I feel like I need that, right? Because the reason why I need that is for the van that's on the front. Well, it's a VW bus. That's how it looks, like an old Volkswagen bus. But we had one of those, not an old one. My parents had the next generation after, then my husband and I had one. The newest generation, basically. And now we have a van that is not a Volkswagen, but I'm gonna just take this all off, and then where is it? So, but I'm doing road trips sometimes, occasionally. I just did one this past weekend. That's why I didn't film a snippets from my desk video. And I just, if you are a Kofi subscriber, then first I would like to say that all Kofi Gold members have been sent their junk journal. And I would love for you to just let me quickly know if you haven't got it yet. Otherwise, I will assume that you have received it. And everybody else is slowly getting their stickers. I think I'm all done with the silver members, and now I'm moving on to bronze. I am going to change the tier system-ish, kind of, in 2025, just so you know. My thought process is that I am going to send a quarterly Happy Mail to gold members. I am going to send a quarterly sticker to silver members, and the bronze people, well, okay, I should have started with bronze. Bronze will be early access to the snippets from my desk videos. They are currently delayed by about 2 weeks to everybody else. So you have 2 weeks without ads to watch the snippets from my desk videos as a bronze member. The occasional, possibly quarterly printable. Silver members will get a quarterly sticker, and gold members, and plus the rest. And gold members will get a quarterly Happy Mail plus the rest. That's my thought process right now. I am trying it kind of for the last quarter of 2024. 4 to see how that works. And if I can pull it off, then I might make it official. So this is what it looks like now. And what I'm going to say right now is, as long as it's fall, I am, well, yeah, I'm still working Thursday, so I'm adding more work hours to my days. I'm going to start once my other co-workers are trained properly. I will stop working Saturdays. Currently I'm working blah blah blah. I shouldn't talk and not think. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and I will be working Monday through Friday, starting possibly in November, maybe December, depending on how it is, maybe the new year. But I won't have free days during the week anymore, which will be a change. So, but until then, my Thursdays will be free still. That is going to be my Saturday. And I'm planning on filming my snippets from my desk videos on Thursdays for now, until it's getting really muddy and I'm not going to go hiking anymore. But I really want to make sure that I'm not staying at home just to film the video instead of going on a hike, because that's what I did on Sunday. And that's why I'm filming this video today on Wednesday afternoon, October 16th. I don't know if I like this, but we will see. I really like how well, actually I like it. Just period, I like it. So this is this. I started a snippets from my desk video for next week, where I am going to catch up journaling in here and cleaning up all of my messes around me that are left over from the desk surgery, because the desk now is clean. I have left on my desk, let me show you, let me move you around and show you, because this is so fortunately cool. To my left, you can see the litter box. That's really unfortunate, but I have some papers that I need to sort through. This letter stand is going to stay here. This is my trash can. This is my camera holder. I have space in front of me now because I moved my laptop to the, what is this, right? And I removed everything else besides these candles that I'm never going to use off there. Well, actually, maybe I should, oh my gosh, people, I am so excited for what is going to happen in a second. Wait for it. But I removed everything from here. I removed all the small things. This cutter thingy has a place, so that is going somewhere else. I moved it all over here, and it will be sorted through, but there is space for everything that I had on my desk in this cart, and I moved all the notebooks over on my shelf. Oh my God, now I have an aesthetic video. Look at this. Oh, I'm so cool. I'm like the coolest person in the planet. Okay, no, I'm not, but doesn't this jar just look so cool? I need to burn down the candle just to have a jar for snippets on my desk. I love this. Yes, so I removed everything, and I feel like if I have a place for all the little things that are around on my desk, like this has a place, then it won't be able to be so cluttered anymore. And if I have notebooks, I can just take them all and put them on my shelf. So that's what I've been thinking. I don't know if that's going to work, but for now it feels really great. Definitely the empty desk shows me that I am more of an empty desker than a cluttered desk. I can't have aesthetic stuff besides this beautiful candle. Oh my gosh, don't you think this is like it's gonna go viral, don't you think? Because I have a candle right here. I need to include this candle in my in my title photo. Oh my god, I'm so hilarious. I'm laughing at myself and I'm having so much fun. So here's the stuff that I want to talk about. Now I don't have my notebook here, so let me grab it. 2024, I was greatly inspired to use this Hobonichi Weeks that I purchased and then did not have a use for as my Happy Mail journal this year. I have one Hobonichi Weeks that I will be using as my planner, but I don't have anything else. So I will not have I will not have to use something so that I can, you know, use it. Right? Yeah, makes total sense. And what I put here is in the weeklies, every time I got mail, I put down what it was, from who, and then sometimes I put this note here. And it's really lovely. I kind of flaked off after the San Francisco Pen Show. Haven't really sent much mail in a while. Now in October, I'm doing my 31 inks, 31 pens, 31 letters project, and I haven't even written down who I'm sending a letter to every day. Postcard. The only thing I did is I changed my snippets that I'm writing by how far in the month I am. This is the one that I'm currently writing. And I like this, but I also do I really need it? No. Sometimes I wonder though, have I sent this person a mail? And then I don't really know how to find this unless I check through every single week here until I go back to, oh yeah, I sent a letter out in whatever, I don't know when, on September 6th, for instance. But that's actually the data that I would like to keep track more. And yes, I could totally use Excel for this or Google Sheets, but I've been so enamored with the small plotters, which I don't have, but I have this. This is from, I think her company was called Mystic Little Gifts and Co. And I had this as a planner for a while, but I do still have like all of those things in between. I used it for random stuff. 2020 projects finished, knitting, memory keeping, sewing. I really like those. Look how... But I also still have some Tomoe River paper, some random inserts that I might be able to use or not. But I thought if I made a page for every pen pal that I have, I could put their address and then maybe some information about them, what I know, what they like, maybe the ink colors that often when I send ink samples, I write down what ink samples I sent them. And so I also could put, I received this and I sent out that. Every time I receive a letter, I could put a date. And I had something like this previously, but it was bound and that was weird. This way I could, you know, if I need more paper, I can just add more behind that specific person. And I think that's what I want to do. Here is, look at this. I did this. This is kind of memory keeping, memory planning, whatever. And I kept it because I just didn't want to throw it away when I was all into these planner stickers. I have so many planner stickers still. And I don't know what to do with them. Where was this? Oh my God! This is when we went to Lake Tahoe. oh my gosh, I think my parents-in-law were parents-in-law. That sounds so weird. I actually still call them by their last name. We have the best relationship. Lake Tahoe, Einkauf by Safeway. Emerald Bay, Emigrant Peak Hike. Where was that? I don't even remember. This is now called Palisades. Glen Alpine Springs, waterfall. We saw a bear. Oh yes, I remember that. It walked along the street. Bouldering at Anderson Valley. It was so hot. It was so hot. And then we went to the Railroad Museum in Sacramento on our way home. That is so cool. I didn't know that this was... We did all the things. So yeah, I still have this in the back here. I will definitely remove that then. Yeah, so I thought this would be cool. I could, you know, the craving for some little teeny tiny rings, I could get rid of that feeling and use this as my Happy Mail or pen pal log. I have no, like, this is my idea. I'm not going to dive in and setting this up right now. I think what I'm going to do is every time I send out a letter to an actual pen pal, that sounds weird. I often send Happy Mail to someone like from my Discord or the Kofi people. Most of them I don't regard as pen pals. So I meant like that send letters back where it's a back and forth, even though I'm sending a letter every year instead of every couple of months or so. But that would be a fun thing to do. But not right now. Maybe it's also just a cool idea. Maybe I am going to do this at some point, and then at some point I'm realizing I don't want to do this. But if I am going to change my pen pal stuff, Happy Mail thing, I think I'm going to move this over here. And then I have heard and read so many things about the paper in the Hobonichi and how bad it is, and not that it's not just Hobonichi. I only have these 2 Hobonichi new things from 2025. So unfortunately for me, it would be all Hobonichi. But I thought, you know, let's add to the data and see how bad they really are, if it's really bad or not. And so I thought, let's just open it up to a page that I won't use, which means the last page of the notes pages, because I haven't used that one in my current planner. And what I want to do is I just want to use, I think what I want to use is definitely my planner pen, which this one is new. I purchased the steel alloy pen nib vanishing point from Amazon. And when I swapped the nibs from my other Pilot vanishing point into this, it was dried up. So my thought that it would be the body was proven wrong. So I will finish this out and see how it behaves. But I will put document black ink from, what's the brand? De Atramentis in here to just find out if that is a better ink for a Pilot vanishing point. We'll see. I have to film an update on that Platinum Carbon Black project. And then let's see if we have some fat and juicy nibs here. This one is definitely fatter. Oh, this one. This feels good. Maybe we can we? Is there anything else? This one was really wet too. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fountain pens. And then maybe we can put a swatch as well. And I'll try the same thing in this one. I think that is a good idea. This is a probably very exposed. It's been in sunlight and evaporated, possibly. Sample of Krishna Chennai. It was laying around. I was going to rinse it out, and so I'm just going to use that. We need to keep the light, the candle in frame, otherwise it's not going to be happening. Let's. This is a blank notebook from Hobonichi that I was possibly going to use as an ink journal for 2025. This is Hobonichi Weeks paper test. This is a pilot vanishing point with an extra fine nib and platinum carbon black. Well, you know what? I'm going to bring out, here's my current Hobonichi Weeks. I will write the same thing in here because now I'm completely confused. Let's just, okay, let's use this page. And yes, I'm pressing quite hard actually right now. Similar. See if we can finish the video in between the dog awoke. I'm just gonna, this is a really wet and broad nib. Well, it's a medium nib, but it's a monarch nib that has quite a not vet. Oh my gosh. I don't really know what ink is in here. This is Walltown, it's the pen. And it's a Watts, and the blank is Sebastian, and this is a monarch nib with medium. And we'll do the same over here. So I am feeling like the line width is broader. But maybe this is just, I'm biased because possibly I just know that everybody says this is happening. And so now I'm seeing things that I don't want to see. This is a Sailor 1911 large. This is a broad nib. And this is actually Diamond Cashmere Rose. Does feel different. It does. Look at the color of the ink. Sailor. It's not as broad. it is different. Wow. I was like, oh, everybody's having these problems. I won't. This is something that is not affecting me at all. But actually, it might be affecting me. Now, I'm not going to be using this with, probably. And it's not bleeding through so far. So that's good. What's this one? It's also a dark blue-green ink. I think both of them are Sailors. This is the Sailor King of Pen. This is also a broad nib. It feels like the ink sinks in more. Actually, does it? I don't know. I have heard, and I think it has been confirmed by Hobonichi, that the paper thickness of the paper that is used in the Hobonichi is thinner. It's like 48 GSM instead of 52 possibly. And I don't even know if you can actually feel that. Well, this is too big. No, this is one. Oh, okay. So maybe you can. It does feel thicker. I'm totally making this up, I'm sure. And this is Waterman. And it flowed so wet from Harmonious Green. It flowed so wet in this nib. And then I decided I need to buy a bottle. This is a nib size broader than it usually is. Wow. I did not expect this. Now I don't know what to think about it. I'm glad. Harmonious Green. I am glad that I am not going to use my fountain pens in this notebook. I don't think, like my colored pens, I'm probably going to use this. So it doesn't really make a difference for me to write with this in here. This is my to-do list, and I can, here. Did not bleed through. However, just from how it felt when writing, I felt like this, of course, very, very slightly. Cosmo Air Light paper feels sometimes like you wade through mud. It feels like the spongy, like there's some coating on the paper that makes your nibs drag and makes them broader as well. This, but just very, very fractionally reminds me of that. And this is the new Tomoe River paper in the Hobonichi Weeks 2025. Let me bring this up. Can you see the difference? It is minimally, but I can feel it. It doesn't really affect me. Sometimes here, let me show you. Sometimes I'm writing titles with my colored pens. I can still do that. It doesn't seem like the paper bleeds through, but it is thinner. It feels thinner. Oh my gosh, I did not expect this. I'm so baffled. Totally. Have you tried if you have a Hobonichi Weeks 2025 or any Hobonichi product for 2025, have you tried yours And have you done a pen test? Especially with fountain pens. Oh, I was going to swatch ink here. Let's do that and then call it quits. I think I would be annoyed if I had planned to use this for you know, this is dangerous. What if I dump this ink onto my leather cover? Then I won't be ever able to sell it. Okay, I'm gonna go open my water glass. I'm spilling water on my pants. I'm spilling water on my pants. So I think if I was going to use this for inky stuff, then I would be annoyed. But because I'm just using it for planning, and I'm not going to plan on using you can also see how different the ink reacts on the paper. So I think this is still original Tomoe River paper, 2024. Can you see how differently these dry and react? The color, it's a color changing ink basically. And this is already the dark green that it turns into. This is still drying from tealish. Wow. But it did not bleed through, so we're good here. I will put this aside and let this dry so I can show you the swatch. I'm so glad I did the swatch. Let's do the swatch first on this. I need a pencil board. Nope. Let's use one of those and get it all messy already. Okay. And then I need this. Let's start with the swatch first. Okay, now this pipette is wet. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna clean it out anyway. Okay, swatch here. Because then I can clean this. This looks like it's, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. Oh, just gonna let this tumble down to the ground of my water glass here because I don't have a rag at the moment. So let's start with, let's write Hobonichi. This paper feels, I don't know, maybe it's because of the pencil board paper test. And this is the blank notebook purchased September 2024. I still don't know the colors of the ink, and I don't think that that's the most important part of that. I'm super inspired by Aziza right now. She's gourmet pens on everywhere. You should check her out. She does inky messes, and she's been doing lives recently. And the last one that I saw, I just rewatched it today because I completely missed the live. I had actually planned on being there, but I didn't. I wasn't there, obviously. She's doing lives and doing inky messes in notebooks. And so this is Wendy Sue's Fountain Pen News ink blob, and I love it. What was I going to say? I'm super inspired to do more inky messes. And she's writing Hello Jello everywhere. I usually don't like watching lives, but that one was really good. I think she had an agenda and she knew what she was going to talk about, and that really helped with me not feeling like I'm lost. I think I know that many people feel weird about watching lives because, well, what I have a problem with is watching the person do something, maybe even seeing their face, and then having to read the comments because they respond to the comments. King of Pen, broad. And I sometimes even think those snippets from my desk videos here when I'm doing stuff and I'm not thinking about what I'm saying, those are similar because I'm then totally distracted and the person who is talking doesn't is how do you say that in English? Überfordert, challenged to do multitasking, so they have to pay attention to the comments, they reply to the comments, they need to stick to their agenda, they stop talking, they deviate from what they were saying so much. And that's even when I'm doing the snippets for my desk videos, that's what's happening to me all the time, if you couldn't tell. I really like the gradient here. I just really love this ink in this nib, man. This is a medium nib. Okay. It does feel good. Let's just, this is usable. And I didn't feel the same broadness as I felt with the other one. Maybe if I had put the pencil board underneath, it would have changed it. That's unfortunately now I can't. That train has left the station. Ooh, I hope that is an actual English saying. Because in German we say der Zug ist jetzt abgefahren, which means this train has left now. So I just made it up on the go, but it feels like it could be what are those called, idioms? I never paid attention in German class, English class. Basically, when you learn about all of those things, the stuff that you use to make literature, alliteration, metaphors, broad. That stuff, it just never stayed in my head. I didn't know why I needed it, and so it's really hard for me to learn stuff that doesn't make sense to me why I should know it. Oh, Wendy Sue's are so much nicer than mine. So she actually has stickers now. Did you see? Yes, I was talking about Aziza and I completely lost track. I really loved that live. That was live on the 14th, I believe. And if you haven't watched it, it's really watchable for people who don't like lives, even as a replay. And if I understood correctly, she wants to do this more frequently, maybe even weekly. And I want to play along. But I don't really, so in this area here, there is some, this is the only place where it kind of cracked the paper. Everything else is just ghosting. Of course, this is not ghosting. This is a bleed through ghosting, but it's not as over here where it kind of, you know, it breaks the paper. But I do feel like this paper is thinner. I'm not sure I'm on board with that. But, you know, what can you do? Oh, yeah, you could use notebooks from other companies that are you still using Sanzen 52 GSM paper. I'm super curious how the 68 GSM paper from the Take a Note planner is going to fare with the inks, because that is a make write or die thing for me. Then I need that paper to work with watercolor and all of my colored fountain pens. Please, please, please. Okay, so that's all I had to say today. Was a little agitated there in between when I had to yell at my child because, I don't know, I feel disrespected. But I did not catch this on camera. Very inspired to also, it would be a great use of all of my Tomoe River paper that I've ripped out of other paper, of other notebooks. I could cut them down to the size. It's really small, so I can make a lot of use of so many papers. And if, whenever I'm going to be able to set this up, I will show you what I did. Let's look at the dried pages in the notebooks. So here is, look at the original paper. It's still teal, and this is almost forest green. Unfortunately, you can see that it is a different color. However, it doesn't come across as vibrantly, like as dramatically different as it actually is. And there's so much more sheen on here, and it's a reddish brown sheen, whereas this is black. Here, can you see the green sheen? The red sheen. Yes, absolutely, the paper is different. I can feel that with my pens. Luckily, it is not bleeding through, which is, for me, the most important thing. I really like how the paper crinkles. I love when it sometimes ghosts. That is not a big deal breaker for me. For me, the deal breaker would be when it bleeds. And then here's this. I believe that this then will be my ink journal for 2024. 5, whatever. The year that is coming next. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, I need to leave here. Please, let's honor this beautiful candle. Can't you see how amazing this is now? Like, aesthetically pleasing. But I should not use this black under. Total fail. Total fail here. How can I arrange this so that it takes a longer time to dry, but maybe I also brought down more. There's still wetness. This is already dry, but it looks like there was less ink here. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here, put this there, and then this on top. Then I'll take a photo. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye. The only thing that takes away from this idyllic view is the breaker box, whatever, this is internet over there, and the garbage can for a dog poop over there. But can you see the rainbow? Okay, so now I'm done. I'm all done. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon.